So this whole video will be to outline the approach of using a retail store to find products, and I'm specifically going to be looking at Amazon here, and so showing you how to find those products and then list them on eBay, and then I'll even go through a mock checkout through Amazon so you can see what the process will look like there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've been building a list here. You can see this. This is a Google spreadsheet, and so I will continue to update this. And so when you look at it later, you might see more links in there. But basically, this is using my Amazon affiliate account to create specific stores that only focus on certain things, and that way I can help dial it in for you so that you're not just looking at everything that's out there, but some more specific categories. Okay, and so the one that I opened here, for example, is specific just to baby furniture. All right, so it's got all of these options down here for categories and subcategories. But one thing that you want to look for when using this strategy, if you're using Amazon, is use products, find products that are over $35, because then you'll have free shipping from Amazon. And so that's a great way to make it simpler on you. So if we go into this product, and actually let me show you, if I wanted to list this one right here, for example, on eBay, and we'll take this title, we'll copy that, and we'll just come over here to eBay and put it in the search. Now, it's not always going to come up the same way. It might be a little bit different in eBay there, but we can see that it's listed. I'm already looking at completed listings because I checked this completed listings link over here. Okay, so if you check that, then you're looking at items that are completed. So if it's green, it completed. So there's one that sold for $48.62, $47.99, $47.49, $47.49, $47.49. So I am seeing, oh, and there's one at $52. Look at that, $53. And these were just recent. I mean, this is just the other day, March 9th. Here we are on March 12th today as I'm recording this here. So it's, yeah, there are a lot of them up there. There are several that have sold, several that haven't sold, but it looks like a product that could move. And so we can just come into one of these items here. Oh, and this is the next thing that you look at. When you're looking at completed listings, what did they put in their titles? Did they make it simple, or did they add more to it? I like to make my titles a little longer. I like this one here where they've got by Graco, Pack and Play, Play Yard, Asbury Baby Child Seat, Sleep, and then they've got the free shipping in there. Now, people aren't necessarily going to search for free shipping, but they might. And so, and this, you notice the same title. And it's an extended title, and the same one over and over. That means this person is probably doing that consistently, and that's a good way to find somebody, and here's somebody who's doing it as well with higher prices. But that's a good way to find somebody who's using this strategy successfully and is probably listing a lot of items. If we go in and click that link, then we come into their listing. They've still got 2 available, so they're doing a listing where they have multiple items, and they've sold 2 of them. And there's their username, and here's the feedback that they have on their feedback score. If we see a feedback score that has in the thousands, then that's generally a sign of somebody who is a consistent seller on eBay. It may be a full-time thing for them, and I'm not seeing that with any of these here. But anyway, the quick and easy way to start a listing is just click this Sell One Like This. And that skips a lot of steps, so it makes it faster to get in and start listing. Of course, you'll have to sign in. And then once we've signed in there, we're brought right to the listing designer. And you should be in the advanced listings tool. If you're not, you'll see a link up here. That rather than this one, it'll say use advanced listing tool. You always want to use that. Once you go through it once, you should always be defaulted in there. So this advanced tool gives you a lot more to it. And so the first thing I would do is come in and update my title. I don't need BY in there. By Graco isn't necessarily going to to help anything. People aren't going to search that way. The play yard, you know, I wonder if if people would actually search that more like this, 2 words, play yard. So I'm going to change that. Free shipping is okay. New, that's okay. Baby, child, seat, sleep. It's not a seat, so I don't know why they've got that. I'm going to take that out of there. Can play yard, and I would probably take these, and I think it'd make more sense to put those right here. And so I'll just adjust this and make this title my own. Now I do have more room in here if I needed to, and so I could put in bed, because I think that's one that people might search for. It is a new item, so I'll leave that for the picture. Real easy. We just come back here, we click on that. That opens a big enough picture for us. Right click and save image as. And then we just choose where we're going to save that product image. And I like to use Dropbox. And then always name the image with keyword phrases related to what the item is. So we're going to put in here Graco. Use hyphens instead of spaces with file names, because sometimes it won't show up properly if you use spaces. Pack and play. Oh, and there I see why they've got that play yard, because that's part of the title. All right, and we'll just save that right there. And we've got our image. Then we can come over to eBay, add photos. That comes up, and we just browse to where we just saved it. And there it is, waiting for us. Now we can increase the contrast a little bit on this maybe to make it stand out. So I'll do a little bit of that. I don't need to lighten it or anything, because it's already got a blank background. Finish, and there we are. Now for the description details here, I actually have a one that I save that I use just as a template. There it is. And then I'll copy that in there. And then for since this is an item that I'm taking from a retailer, I'll probably copy part of their details too. But this will put in my contact us section, my returns details, my feedback, my payment, and has my formatting for my auctions, so that they'll, you know, it's basically branding it for me. It makes it look real professional. And then I just copy this title out of here, whatever I've put up at the top, and I put that in down here. Paste it over that. It's already formatted to a larger font and bold and centered. This particular item is not surplus, which is what I usually do. And so I will just delete this stuff that is talking about surplus. And then for the description, we're going to just copy that from right here. And we don't need all the rest of the product details. We can just do the basic product description, should be sufficient. And then I'm going to change that to black text right there. Okay, and if you want to put some of this other stuff in there, you could, but again, I'm not usually too worried about it. I don't think it matters that much. The dimensions might be good, because people might ask about that, so it's not going to hurt to do it, but I'll copy those separately so that I don't get all the formatting from Amazon in there, and it's just simple text. And then again, I'll make that uniform in color, so it's all the same. Okay, there we are. Now for the pricing on this, what I generally do is just suggest that you do about 40% above what it costs you. So it costs $39 there. So maybe list it for actually were some that were selling it for $53, so I'm going to list it for $53.75. If you want to do the best offer, you can. I normally do, just because it makes people feel like they're getting a better deal. So I'll say I'll automatically accept 51 and automatically decline if it's lower than 51. And then if I want to put multiple quantities in here, I can. I'll probably just leave that one at 0 because this isn't the normal thing that I do. Now, even though we're offering free shipping, it will require you to put some kind of shipping service in there. And so we'll need to put something in there. I'll just choose economy shipping. It's free, so that should be fine. And I'm going to put flat instead of calculated. So eBay's system will be okay with me doing just economy and not choosing a specific carrier. For the global shipping program, you might have that option. Not everybody does. I just check that box to use that system and then no alternative shipping for anybody else. And then I don't worry about the rest of this because I'm not charging shipping, so it doesn't need the dimensions or the weight. And I always say returns accepted, and I just use the basic default that eBay does at 14% or 14 days. And that's it. Now my listing's done. It didn't take me too long to do that. It took me a little longer tonight because I'm talking about it and explaining it. But once I guess I do have to finish that. We'll continue and list it. Now, once I sell that item, somebody comes in and decides, yeah, I like it, I want to buy it. Then I come over here, and I can just come back to my link in this spreadsheet. So you can keep a link to the spreadsheet. I click on that link. That brings up the store. I find the item, add to cart. Oh, eBay is asking me to do a shipping service, so I'm going to have to put something in there. So I might just go in and say FedEx Ground. Check free. All right. And then we should be able to continue. And so I've got the item in my cart over here. Proceed to checkout. Should be $39 and no shipping costs. Yep, we'll go ahead and continue with that. For Prime members. Oh, now this one says that it's exclusive for Prime members, so I have to have a Prime membership in order to check out with that particular item. It wouldn't hurt to go through the checkout process just to get an idea of how that, if you have anything like that, so that you know. So you can do that ahead of time. So let's try and do a different item over here, and we'll do. Okay, here's what I wanted to see. So right here, as we go through the checkout, you see this option that says this is a gift. So if we check that, it leaves the price off of the invoice. And then we'll go to checkout. We'll have to sign in. All right, now notice I've got several addresses here. Okay, now these are all family members, but you might have other, if you need to add a new address, for a customer, you'll have it here. But if you need to delete one of those, you can come in and just delete right here, and it'll take it out. So after you've shipped an item and it's been delivered, then you can come back into your addresses next time and actually remove it so that you don't build up a bunch of addresses in there. So there you can see how it gives you the option to ship to somebody else, gives you the option to send as a gift. And like I say, it's a good idea to maybe go through that ahead of time so that you know what to expect. And so then when you come over to eBay, and I'm actually not going to worry about listing this item because it's not one that I want to mess with. But when you sell it on eBay, then you can just come in here and check out. Okay.